Hello yogis, HeidiRosi here, bringing you a practice, a yoga practice for sciatica. I had some requests from some students of mine that are having a little bit of sciatica. So sciatica, the sciatic nerve is actually the longest nerve in your body. So it runs from your lower back all the way down through your hips, all the way down to your ankles, kind of to the outside of your ankles. So what you might be feeling is some tingly, some numbness, sometimes some pulsing little pains. So the two main causes of sciatica is a herniated disc in the low back, and that is, I read that it is excruciating. So if you have that, I think you should go see a doctor. But then the other cause is a tight piriformis muscle, and that's this little muscle that's inside your hip that is used for like abducting your quad, your hip muscles, and your thigh muscles, and the sciatica runs right underneath it. So if that muscle is tight, it can cause sciatica. So I personally do not have this, but I have done some research on what to do for it. So that's what we're going to do today, just some little gentle poses to help stretch and release the piriformis muscle. Be very, very, very mindful of your body and go very slow if this is something that you are dealing with personally. This is also just a great hip opening, a hip opener practice. So if you just need a little bit of hip opening, or if you feel like sometimes that you maybe do have a little bit of sciatica, would be great for you. So we're going to begin, and we're going to begin in Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose, or cobbler's pose. So the soles of our feet are coming together. Our knees are opening up nice and wide. And then I want you to take your hands and tilt your pelvis forward slightly to just deepen this stretch a little bit. I like to place my hands on the soles of my feet and draw my heart forward as if I were leaning forward, trying to bring my heart center to above, just above my toes. I'm just going to breathe here. Each pose that we go into today, we're going to hold for about a minute, really allowing your body to settle into the pose, really letting the muscle groups that we're going to be stretching to soften and to relax. If you are struggling with sciatica, this is something that you can do every day, every other day, until you feel that it's receding. Two more breaths here. There's a mosquito on my mat. And very slowly reaching the heart and chest up. Bringing your knees in together. Just take a moment here. Holding onto your knees. Lifting the heart and chest. And take your right foot and leg and cross it underneath your left. Flex your right toes. And then check in with your right knee. You want your right knee to be directly straight. So you want your right knee and your hip to be facing forward. Then we'll take our left leg and cross it over our right with our left foot grounded down. This is a variation of Mrityasana. Then take your right hand and wrap it around your left leg, lifting your heart and chest as you pull your left knee in. Take a breath here, and then as you exhale, slowly begin to twist to the left. Take your left fingertips behind you. Maybe your gaze comes behind you. Breathing here. If this is too intense, this twist, you can keep your body forward, but continue to find that pulling in as you sit up nice and tall. Breathing here for about 5 more breaths. Slowly with an inhale, unwind. Keep your left leg like it is. Use your left hand to press your hip up so you can straighten out your right leg. Okay, so now our left leg is crossed over a straight right leg. We're going to walk our left leg towards the right a little bit until our left knee stacks on top of the right. Flex both of your feet. Depending on how it looks, maybe there's a big gap here between your knees. That's fine. But you want to make sure that you're flexing both of your feet. And then from here, we're just going to take the heart and chest forward slightly. Again, like we did in Baddha Konasana, we're leading with our heart. So feeling that length in the back as you draw your heart center down. And breathe. Both of my feet are flexed. This is a modified Gomukhasana cow face pose. Be here for about 5 more breaths. Making sure to relax your shoulders. And trying to let go of any tension that you're holding on to. And then very slowly lifting the heart and chest, uncross your left leg. Extend both legs out. Maybe give them a little shake. Roll your ankles. Windshield wiper your feet. And bending both the knees, soles to the floor. Take your left leg and cross it underneath your right. And then take your right leg and cross it over the left. So from here, we'll take our left arm and wrap it around our right leg. Excuse me. We're going to sit up nice and tall and draw our thigh towards our chest. And then maybe with an exhale, you'd like to twist. Again, if that's too much, just keep the torso forward. Breathing here. Again, we're being really mindful of our bodies here. We're going nice and slow. You're listening to what your body is telling you. If it's saying too much, back off. And then slowly unwinding. Keeping the right leg where it is, leaning over towards the left enough to extend the left leg out. And then we'll stack our right knee on top of our left. So the right leg is going to move towards the left a little bit. And then we're working towards stacking that right leg on top of the left. both of my feet are flexed. And then again from here, I'm going to lead with my heart center, reaching down. Doesn't matter if there's a lot of space in between your knees. The most important though is to keep your feet flexed. And then we're just going to lean forward. And we're going to breathe, always breathing. We hold postures, not our breath. So even when we are finding stillness, the breath is always moving. About 5 more breaths here. Very slowly rise up, extend your right leg out, give them a little shake, and then move to hands and knees. From hands and knees, we're going to transition into a modified pigeon pose. So tuck both of your feet under, extend your right leg out as if you were going into plank pose. Then you'll take your left leg bent, your left knee is bent, bringing your left leg towards your wrists, flexing the left toes. And then slowly lower that right knee down. Today we're going to keep our right toes tucked under, and we're going to stay elevated on we're going to stay lifted, so our palms or fingertips are going to be on the earth. Again, super important to keep the left foot flexed. And we breathe here. We're working towards having our forward leg, so right now our left shin, parallel to the top edge of the mat. I'm a long way from that, but that's what we're working towards. Of course, we're breathing. About 5 more breaths here. Letting everything settle in. Very slowly lift your right knee up off of the mat. Extend your left leg back behind you. Drop down onto both knees. Take a moment to shake out your hips. And then we'll do that same thing with the right leg forward. So extend your left leg out straight. Left toes tucked under. Your right knee comes towards your right wrist. Right foot is flexed. And then you'll lower your left knee down. Again, we're keeping that back foot tucked under. And we're keeping our chest elevated. And then again, you are focusing on the breath. Always breathe. Maybe you'd like to close your eyes. Maybe unfocus your gaze a little bit. whatever it is that allows you to just soften and relax into these poses. About 5 more breaths here. And then very slowly pressing into the left leg, lift the left knee, send the right back to meet your left. Take a few moments in hands and knees, and then slowly make your way onto your back. Rolling all the way down. Woo. Extend your left leg out. And flex your left leg. Flex your right foot and lift your right foot towards the sky. Interlace your hands somewhere behind your right leg. Think about rooting down through your right hip. As you flex your right foot, reaching through your heel, drawing your knee towards your nose. And again, we're breathing here. You can keep your right foot flexed, or you can make little circles with your right ankle. Thinking about rooting down through that right hip. Drawing your right knee towards your nose. And reaching up through that hip. Very slowly bend your right knee, placing the sole of your right foot to the earth. And then extend your right leg out. Flex your right foot, bend your left knee into your chest. Flex your left foot, interlace your hands behind your left leg. Ground down through your left hip, reaching up through your left heel, drawing your left knee to nose. Breathing here again if you'd like to make some circles for a minute. Break the ankle, feel free to do so. And then continue to keep that left hip grounded down. Lengthening through your left heel. About 5 more breaths here. And very slowly bend your left knee. Place your left foot onto the earth. Bend your right leg. Okay, this is a little bit funky, so pay attention here. Look up if you need to. So, we are going to roll all the way over onto our right side in fetal position. Our right leg is going to be bent at a 90-degree angle, and then we're going to extend our left leg out. Relax through the left leg. Flex your right foot. Then we're going to continue this roll. So press your heart and chest up, ground down through your palms, and turn your chest to be parallel to the floor. Okay? Then we're going to lower down onto the floor and take our gaze towards the left, towards the right. So our right knee is towards the left, and our gaze is towards the right. breathing here. If this is super uncomfortable, you can put a pillow underneath your chest to to elevate the chest a little bit. You can also go on your forearms. Just thinking about bringing the heart and chest down to the earth and your gaze to the right. And then very slowly unwind, roll back onto your right side, and then roll all the way onto your back. And we'll do the same thing on the left side. So bend both of your knees, roll all the way onto the left side, making a 90-degree angle with the left knee. Extend your right leg out. And then begin to twist here. Right leg is relaxed, heart and chest. Reach down towards the floor. And your gaze comes to the right. Oh, excuse me, to the left. Right leg is relaxed. Left foot is flexed. And breathe. If you want to have a pillow under your chest, you can do so. If you'd like to keep your chest elevated, you can reach up onto your forearms. Couple more breaths here. And then very slowly, this time, instead of rolling out of it, lift the heart and chest up. Find your way to hands and knees. Bring your big toes to touch. Drop your hips back to your heels. Melting the heart and chest down into Balasana, Child's Pose. Letting your hips feel heavy. Reaching the arms forward, forehead to the mat. Slowly rise up to hands and knees. From hands and knees, find your way to a comfortable seated position. Bringing your palms to touch. Closing your eyes, resting your thumbs at your heart center. Taking this time to honor your body, to honor your efforts. Sealing our practice together, lifting our thumbs to our third eye. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I hope you find this practice beneficial. And as always, if you have any requests or comments, please feel free to let me know. Thank you.